Good morning students, welcome to biology class, and today's session we are going to be continue the topic of animal tissues. Yes, these animal tissues are different types, that all the types we already discussed. Now a small recap about that, what are the animal tissues. First one, epithelial tissue, and the second one, connective tissue, and the third one, muscular tissue, and the fourth one, nervous tissue. Yes, in the last class we already discussed about the epithelium tissue. What does the epithelium tissue will be helpful? It will be helpful for covering and protection of muscle cells, and it will be helpful, will be act as a barrier between the one organ to another organ. And these epithelium tissue are having four different structures. The different structures, what are the different structures? First one, humous epithelium. Second one, stratified humous epithelium, and the third one, cuboidal epithelium, and the fourth one, columnar epithelium. And one more epithelium was there, that was not that much important. And the fifth one is glandular, based on the glands, glandular epithelium. These are the five different structures present in the epithelium. Based on the structures, humous, stratified epithelium, cuboidal, columnar, glandular epithelium. These are the different structures we already discussed in the last class. And today's session we are going to be discussed about the connective tissue. These all we already completed, students. And don't be get confused where the different structures and where are the different parts, and you should go through the textbook again and again, and you may get the clarity on these tissues. Okay, now different animal tissues are there, plant tissues are there. Please don't get confused and don't confused. Okay, and next, now we are going to be discuss the topic of connective tissue. Yes, we already seen that. Where we may see that connective tissue? The connective tissue we may observe in the blood. Yes, in the blood. A blood is a type of connective tissue. Why would be called? It will be connective tissue. All the blood cells will be connected throughout the body from top to bottom. That's why the blood will be act as a connective tissue. Yes. The cells of connective tissue are loosely packed. Where means somewhere it will be present. It will be present in loosely packed. But to fill this, a fluid jelly substance will be present. To connect each and every cell in a correct order, a fluid will be present. That jelly-like fluid will be dense or rigid. The matrix may be differs in present in a kept all the cells in a order, not to separated from the colony. Okay, that we may call it as a connective tissue. Yes, and now first we may know about blood. What does the blood will do, and how many types of blood cells are there, and what are they? Now we are going to be see. Yes, blood. The blood is having in a which color? Red. Why the blood is having red color? Due to the presence of hemoglobin. You may already know very well about this in your previous classes. You already learned. Due to the presence of this hemoglobin, the blood will be looking a red color. Hemoglobin contains which compound? Fe means what? Iron. Yes, due to the presence of iron, hemoglobin will be looking a red color. And next, for a general man, human adult, how many liters of blood will be present? Adults. Men, it have 14 to 16 liters, and women, it have 10 to 12 liters. This was the general measurement. Maximum this amount of blood is have to be present in our body when in the adults. Okay. And next, these blood are two types, RBC, WBC. What? RBC, WBC. RBC means red blood cells. WBC, white blood cells. You already know very well about this, but for your clarification I am telling. What was the lifespan of RBC? It will 110 to 120 days. Within these days, after the cells will be died. Okay. What was the lifespan of WBC? 11 to 12 days. Lifespan. This was the lifespan of both RBC and WBC. And next, white blood cells are having types of cells. What are the types? Now we will be see. Neutrophils, basophils, eosinophils, neutrophils, basophils, eosinophils, lymphocytes and monocytes. And one more part will be present, that was nothing but the platelets. Okay. Yes, the red blood cells are only one type. Okay. And the shape of the red blood cells is concave, oval. Okay. But WBC are having types of blood cells: neutrophils, basophils, eosinophils, lymphocytes, monocytes. Okay. These are different nuclei and the shape of the nucleus also will be different. And now first we may see the neutrophils. Polynuclear means many nuclei will be present. That was the structure of the neutrophils. Nucleus will be present more. And next, eosinophils. Eosinophils is having a large nucleus, means two nucleus will be present. Two nucleus will be present. And next, basophils. Basophils is having a small, what we may call, a scattered nucleus we may see in the basophils. And next, lymphocytes. Lymphocytes as having one oval shaped nucleus, curve shaped nucleus will be present, bean shaped. And next, monocytes are having large bean shaped nucleus will be present. And the platelets are going to be helpful for clotting of blood. Clotting of blood. Okay. Yes. And how we may observe these and all these types of cells in our blood? We are having one activity. What that activity? Now we will see. Okay, now first let's revise some topic. Yes, the connective tissue. The connective tissue means the connection between one cell to another cells throughout the whole organs, which is that blood. Blood is having a capable to connect to all the cells, all the tissues in our body. That's why blood we may call it as a connective tissue. The blood is having two types of cells, red blood cells, white blood cells. Red blood cells lifespan is 110 to 120 days. RBC lifespan is 11 to WBC lifespan is 11 to 12 days. Yes, WBC are having different types of cells. What are they? Neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils, lymphocytes, monocytes. And the last blood cells are nothing but the platelets. These platelets are going to be helpful for the clotting of the blood. And now, how we will be observe these all the types of cells and with the activity, now we will see. Yes, aim. What was the aim? Observing the blood cells from the blood sample. From the blood sample. Yes. What are the materials you needed now? Blood sample, microscope, slides, cover slip, water, test tubes, and gloves, and these and all some stationary things we will be used for protection only. Okay, now we will start with the procedure. Yes, how we will observe these cells with the help of blood samples. Now I collected some blood from different students. Different students I collected. Some are having cough, some are having cold, some are healthy persons, some are having allergy persons, and some are good weight persons, good healthy persons. Now I collected the blood with the help of a needle. I don't want to need ml of blood. I just need a drop of blood. Yes, and placed it with the help of a needle. You just collect a drop of blood and placed on a slide. Just on a slide, you just placed it. When you will observe like this, so many cells, clumsy of cells will be present. When you viewed under the microscope, you cannot see. At that time, just a drop of blood will be kept on a slide. That drop of a blood, you need to be take with the help of a syringe and pour that one drop of blood in 1 ml of water. Okay, shake it. After the shaking, you just collect 1 ml of blood and placed it on a slide. Why I told to dilute the blood? A group of cells not to be placed under the microscope. You cannot find these and all cells. Okay, yes. At that time, now you placed it here. A drop of blood, a smear, just a mark, okay, patch like, and viewed under the microscope. When you moved under the microscope, you need to be covered with the help of a cover slip. Why I am telling means, you may don't know that person is having any infection. If that blood is having any virus infection, that virus cannot be fly on our body. To avoid that, we need to be wear full gloves, and when you are having to touch that blood, you need to be clean your hands with alcohol. Now how we are cleaning our hands with sanitizers and hand washes to avoid that virus? No, like that. We need to be safe by ourselves and cleaned it and after viewed under the microscope. when we are going to be viewed under the microscope, we can see a small dots and these types of structures we may see. If more basophils structures will be present, the basophils are more means you are having a more cough, and if you are having more neutrophils will be present, at that time we may notice that you are having viral fever like that, and monocytes, lymphocytes, they are having some limited, how we may know the range. Now we discussed from women are having 11 to 12 liters of blood. The blood should be in 11 to 12. If the woman is having 10 liters, she is having maximum. If below the 10 means 8 to 7 are there, that woman is having problem, anemic. Like that, the neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils, everything will be in a minimum range. If that minimum range is less or more, at that time the person is having infected. Through that, they can be noticed that you are having any infection in your body, or else you are having any cause, and you are having any fever. Through these blood test only we can be concluded that. Okay, that was the children. That was the activity we can be do, and we may also know how the connection and how we may call it as a connective tissue. When we observe under the microscope, the cells all will be closed each other. To separate that, we mix that blood in the water. Yes, right? And we may conclude one percentage of hemoglobin also. Hemoglobin test, how we can be concluded means, we can be when you press like this, when you apply more pressure here, all the cells will be, more amount of blood will be came near the finger due to the help of pressure. When you collected ml of blood, that ml of blood we are going to be checked with the alcohol. Okay, that alcohol, with the help of your hemoglobin color, they may be check our color, our blood color. Okay, now our blood color and hemoglobin normal color, they will be checked it. How we may check? Now one best example. I am having one red color shirt. I need a red color purse only. How we can be matched it? You can be place the red color purse near the shirt, and you may tell that okay, this was match. Like that, this was the my blood. This was the my blood sample. This was the company gave. This was the exact color of hemoglobin. That color and our blood color will be joined, will be placed besides, and they will be examined. If this color is less, this color is more, they will be adding alcohol. They will be see that the consistency, and they may notice that you are having 15%, you are having 11%, you are having 9%, and they may be calculated how much of alcohol, ethanol they are going to be added in your hemoglobin. Okay, like that we may be concluded the hemoglobin also. Yes, children, today's session is going to be completed, and tomorrow's session we are going to be discussed connective tissue only. Now we completed the activity, and tomorrow's session we are going to be discussed about the ligaments, tendons, adipocytes, chondrocytes, and the cartilages, and what they will does do, where they are present, and these are the things we are going to be discussed in the next class. And please go through the textbook and please read it by yourself, and analyze the topic, and don't mug up it, analyze it, and small revise again. I am going to be started connective tissue. The connective tissue came with the help of a connection blood from various parts is known as connective tissue. The connective tissue cells are loosely packed each other with the help of jelly-like fluid substance. With the help of these jelly substance only, all the cells will be present in a gel. How I need to tell? If any kesar in your home they will prepare, your mother added some cashew nuts, the cashew nuts will be moved anywhere? No. because of the kesar, the jelly substance will be present. Due to the jelly substance, the cashew nuts will not move. Like that, the cashew nuts are here cells, and the jelly substance kesar was there here jelly substance. Like that, it cannot be moved. They will be present in a order, and it cannot be scattered somewhere. And there are the different types of connective tissues are there, and tomorrow we will see that all the connective tissues, and today's session is going to be completed, children. And let's see tomorrow. Be safe, don't go out, please be safe by yourself, and stay at home, stay safely. Thank you, children.